as I mentioned earlier, I regretted my middle school and high school life. So when I entered university, I decided to change a little bit. So I started studying really hard and also made new people. So I ended up becoming a student representative in my department and also a president of school union clubs, which have more than 3,000 members. And also, I had to think about my future career, so I moved to America and worked in a hotel because I was always interested in becoming working in the hospitality industry. So I worked there, and with the money I made there, I traveled a lot because I love traveling. So I had great experience, and also it was a good opportunity to meet new people and to know other cultures. So when I look back on my college time, then I would say it was quite a happy moment.
Well, she seems to have talked about many things. She talked about her regrets in college, how well or how much she didn't study in college, what she did to prepare for a job, and she also did mention what she was interested in. So let's take a look at what she mentioned in today's actual story. Here we go. First of all, she said, I regretted my middle and high school life. She did mention this earlier, so it's very good to kind of refresh the other person's memory. And she says, so when I entered university, I decided to change a little bit. So this is a wonderful way to actually talk about something. If you take a look, I regretted something, so I went to university, or when I entered university, I did this. So you have a reason and then a cause and also a result of something. I regretted my middle and high school life, so when I went to college, when I entered college, I decided to change a little bit. Perhaps study harder, right? All right, here's another one. I had to think about my future career. That's right. Also, she's talking about what she had to do. Think about, okay? She had to think about her future career. So, I moved to America and worked in a hotel. This is like she's telling a story. It's like step 1, 2, and 3, right? So step 1, I had to think about my career. So, I went to America and worked in a hotel. Boom, because I was always interested in working in the hospitality industry. Okay, so I think it was a good choice. She decided to change a bit, and she did it right then. She didn't think. She moved to America. She started to work in what? The hospitality industry. This is like things you can do at a hotel, even at a theater. Services, things you can do to serve others. So this is what she decided to do. And finally, let's take a look at what else she said. When I look back on my college years, now she's talking about the present, thinking about the past. When I look back on, we did take a look at this pattern earlier. She says, I could say it was quite a happy time. So she's talking about how now she doesn't have any regrets. She's happy about the choices she made and her college life or her college years. Let's make use of this pattern over here in another sentence, okay? Now, think, you're in the present, you're talking about the past, your college years. You can say, when I look back on my college years, I could say that I'm proud of how well I did in school. This is a sentence you can make use of, especially when you studied really hard. If you don't have any regrets, you can say, when I look back on my high school years, when I look back on my college years, university years, I could say, I am proud of how well I did in school. I'm proud of how well or how hard I studied in school. So, if you don't have any regrets, make use of this pattern. Okay, and that does it for today's actual story, everyone. That is a wrap.
as I mentioned earlier, I regretted my middle school and high school life. So when I entered university, I decided to change a little bit. So I started studying really hard and also made new people. So I ended up becoming a student representative in my department and also a president of school union clubs, which have more than 3,000 members. And also, I had to think about my future career, so I moved to America and worked in a hotel because I was always interested in becoming working in the hospitality industry. So I worked there, and with the money I made there, I traveled a lot because I love traveling. So I had great experience, and also it was a good opportunity to meet new people and to know other cultures. So when I look back on my college time, then I would say it was quite a happy moment.
Now, to tell you a little bit more about what Ijin mentioned in today's actual story is that when she moved to America, she worked in the hospitality industry. And afterwards, she said with the money that she earned, with the money that she saved up from working in the States, she traveled around the world. She also did mention that she was interested in traveling around the world. I think that's a great thing to do. You know, whether you're young or old, you can do it now if you do have the chance and the time and the money. But traveling, I think, is a learning experience. So perhaps if you are a university student preparing for a job, preparing for anything in life, I think it will be so important for you to actually take off. You know, go to a foreign country, whether it's one country, two or three, or even many more. Try to learn about the people in those countries and learn about their cultures. It's all a part of studying to prepare for your future career as well. Okay, we learned a lot of expressions, vocabulary, and idiomatic expressions as well related to university and preparing for a job. So I hope that you can study them, make use of them in the future when talking about the same topic. All right, next time I'll be joining you back again with another interesting one. We're going to move on. So we're getting older now, from elementary, middle and high school, university. Imagine you've graduated college and now you're into dating people and also getting married. So that will be our topic for next time. In the meantime, come to our homepage, find your way over to www.ebse.co.kr and come to our homepage. We are going to post up the actual talk dictations and also the script along with the actual story. That's actually the interview for our actual story segment. So please take a look at that and study the expressions on them as well. And remember to leave us some comments and questions and feedback as always. All right, that is a wrap, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.